My name is Peter Mills. I'm running in the Republican primary for governor. I was born here in Maine. I grew up here in Maine. I went to schools here. I graduated from Gorham High School. While I was in high school, I was active in music. I was the Mikado in the Mikado. I was in a madrigal group. When I graduated from high school, I got a Navy scholarship to go to Harvard College. And while I was at Harvard, I majored in English literature. One of my heroes, perhaps one of my life's biggest heroes, is William Butler Yeats. And he's a hero not just because he's probably the finest poet in the English language, but secondly, he was active in politics. He was a man of public affairs. When the Irish Free State was formed up in 1916, it was customary to appoint a certain number of their senators to represent certain constituencies. And William Butler Yeats was appointed to represent the constituencies of education and poetry. One of his poems among school children, one of his most famous, arises from his inspection of the local schools in that capacity. If I were elected governor, I would like to emulate William Butler Yeats and be a governor for the arts and for poetry and for literature. I think that's an important function of the governor. And for a particular reason, the connection between the arts and literature on the one hand, and economic development, and community vibrancy, and our success as a society, it's all bound up. It works together. Richard Florida's book, Bowling Alone, taught us that lesson, but many of us have learned it from direct observation. About 15 years ago, I was instrumental in starting a magnet school for the sciences up in Aroostook County. At that time, we had thought it would be a good idea to have a magnet school for the arts so that teenagers going to secondary school, going to high school, could come together. Kids of exceptional talent could be brought together in one place so that their talents could feed off each other. And there would be a place where they could grow and advance. I think that would be a good idea. I'd like to see that idea revived. Heaven knows where it would be located, possibly in Portland, Lewiston, Bangor, but in some place where the arts were vibrant. I've been a fan of the Historic Preservation Credit, which has helped to rehabilitate buildings in Portland, Lewiston, Waterville, and many places in Maine. It has brought back many of our communities. The Maine Community Foundation is another organization that I've supported rather consistently. I think the major point is this. We cannot succeed as a society at any level unless we also promote the arts. The arts go hand in hand with economic development, with prosperity, with quality of life, and everything that we hold dear. I'm Peter Mills, and I'm running for governor, and I really appreciate your support in June, and thank you for listening to me.